Hey there, Dragonfly friends. Well, my chicken is all cooled down now, and the next step is going to be compiling all of the ingredients. So I have one beautiful head of romaine lettuce, and then I have the 4 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless. Then I have 1 package of 5-ounce croutons. We like the Texas Toast or the Olive Garden brand. And then I have 1.5 cups of shredded Parmesan cheese, and then a 15-ounce bottle of your favorite Caesar dressing. I prefer the Kraft, and obviously creamy, not the vinaigrette type. So let's get into cutting my lettuce. So obviously we are going to cut the heart out, and we're going to take that to the side. I know some people like to cut the lettuce, and a little pro tidbit. If you are not going to use an entire head of lettuce, you don't want to use a steel knife, because that is actually what causes rust marks on your lettuce. So if you are going to only use a partial amount of the head of lettuce, you want to tear it apart with your hands. But I'm feeding 3 men in my house, and so this is going to get all used, and I probably will actually use a little bit more lettuce for my family, but generally for a family of 4, this is going to yield 4 nice servings with maybe a little bit of leftovers. My boys always like seconds on this. So right now I'm going to put all this together, and I'm going to, but first I'm going to cut my romaine, and I just keep it all together. Start at the base, cut about a 1/2 inch wide slices, and bunch it together. So once you get to the top of the leaves, you're going to notice, they're going to be bigger pieces than what I have right here. And so I am going to chop that stuff up, that end of it a little bit smaller. I hate having big pieces of lettuce hanging down on my chin. So I want to be able to have nice bite-sized pieces similar to my chicken. So I'm going to keep cutting this. And I'm going to move that over a little bit. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. So this is about the size of the lettuce pieces that I want. And now I'm going to bunch that end up a little bit more like that, so it's easier to cut. And I'm going to keep carefully, don't cut my finger, don't cut your finger. And put that over there. So, like my nachos that we did, my boys like when I put everything together, toss it in. Dave likes to add his dressing. So I am going to make it both ways. I'm going to take a little bit of this and set it to the side on a plate, so that Dave can, and I'm going to mix it up because, the end pieces are a little bit greener, and then, see, a few big pieces, so I can just rip those up, not a big deal. And so what I'm going to do with that is take a nice bed of lettuce, and then I am going to take my tongs and take, chicken flying, take about, that's about 3/4 cup, but I gauge 1 breast per person eating. So that's going to be a nice amount of chicken for Dave. And then Dave loves croutons, so I'm going to take a nice amount of croutons. And then I'm going to take, I'm using my fingers because this is my family. I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese, and then I am going to drizzle the dressing over as such. And that is for my beloved. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to put this down. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I blend it all together in the bowl. And this is how my boys, and I like it like this, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not as picky as all these men of mine. So I'm going to fill that up and put this down. You can use a bigger bowl. I'm using Pretty Things. And then I'm going to toss in this chicken. And again, I would, if I wasn't making this video, I'd have a big red 2-gallon bowl that I toss all this together, but I want it to look pretty for the video. So I'm gonna make it in this beautiful hand-turned bowl by a very wonderful friend of mine that I have known, oh my gosh, since back in my farmers market vendor days at Farmington Farmers Market, Joseph Bohes. And he used to work at Ford. He retired, and his side hustle was creating wood turned products. So bowls, this cutting board, actually he crafted as well. I have several other pieces from him. So again, you guys know I love farmers markets. I love to shop local, support local, and always want to encourage small entrepreneurs, small business owners. But so this was a bowl again by Joseph, and it's really cool. I should have done this before I put the salad in it, but he actually puts on the bottom, he wood burns his name and then the type of wood in it. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So next I'm going to add the remaining cheese, probably not quite all of it because I'm going to save some for the rest of it, but I am going to add the rest of these croutons, and then I'm going to add the rest of this Caesar dressing. And you know, I love glass. I know in my blogs and stuff I always talk about that. And I jokingly told Dave, I said, I knew all these bowls were going to come into serve a good purpose eventually, and here I am. So I'm going to toss that up and blend it all together. Coat it nicely. You may want to add a little bit more salad dressing. So I like to coat it. I don't want my salad wilty with all of the dressing, and I like it to be coated but not wilty. I have food texture issues. There's a confession. But yeah, and there it is. So I'm going to push this aside so you guys can get a good view of it. And there we go. My delicious chicken Caesar salad. So friends, if you haven't already liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel here at For Dragonflies and Me, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button even harder. And also, if you haven't visited me at my blog, fordragonfliesandme.com, or my Facebook and Instagram pages, again, For Dragonflies and Me, be sure to stop by. I post regular, all different types of articles on my blog. I have daily inspirations on my Facebook and Instagram. I do super cool reels. I do a lot of stuff at my blog and my social media platforms that I don't do here. YouTube is pretty much my gardening and cooking forum, and to promote my cookbooks, Lovingly Seasoned Eats and Treats. And you can also purchase that cookbook and get more information in the description below. So please, again, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, and be sure to also follow me at my podcast, For Dragonflies and Me. I interview incredible young entrepreneurs as well as established entrepreneurs. I talk gardening there. And so the month of February is all about gardening, how to 101. And so you definitely don't want to miss that. But as we wrap it up now, I am going to go feed my family. Until next time, friends, eat fresh, shop local, and happy day. Okay. Easy peasy. There's your salad.